Hi, and welcome to Here for the Story. I'm Sheri.
And I'm Lauren, and we're coming to you from the quintessential small town of Oakdale, California. This is Here for the Story, a cozy podcast about books, creativity, and connection.
Each week, we'll be sharing what we're reading, what we're working on, and chatting with authors, creatives, and fascinating people from our little corner of the world and beyond.
Today, we're talking about gentle hot takes, and we're excited to dig in.
Before we dive in, let's do a quick check in.
Okay.
Are you drinking anything today?
Today, I'm drinking water.
That's a good choice, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah. Last week, I had an episode with caffeine, and so
Are you recovered?
I'm doing a body reset, and it requires lots of water.
Water is always good for you.
Mhm.
I am doing a callback to our pilot episode
Mm.
because I listened to it last night, the night before,
Mhm.
2 nights ago, and you were drinking a honey chai from Yogi Tea, and on that episode, I said or pilot, I said, "I don't think I've ever tried that." Funny enough, it's in my drawer. I've
I'm
had it for many
surprised.
months.
I would love to see your drawer because I feel like, it should also be a cabinet.
I do need a cabinet, and we have a drawer, and it's separated with all the different teas, but then it has slowly migrated onto the counter, and now I have just too many loose leaves on the
So
counter,
you're
so
having the honey chai today.
I'm having the honey chai, and it's turmeric too.
Ooh,
It's honey chai turmeric vitality is, I think, what it's called from Yogi Tea.
okay.
It's delicious. I have it in my cup.
Love it.
I almost added some creamer because we've talked about how sometimes I add creamer to my tea, a little English.
Mhm.
And I didn't today because it's just that good. I did use 2 tea bags, though.
Nice. I like a strong tea.
I like a strong tea.
Prefer it. And right now I'm liking a strong iced water.
A
A
strong,
strong iced water.
strong iced
I
water.
think that needs to be talked about more. It's okay to just drink water.
Yes. Yes. I'm here for
Yes.
this.
So how about any small wins? Do you have any small wins for this week?
Do I have small wins? This week, I feel like the win is I'm coming up on a year anniversary.
Mhm.
We're going to be this by the time we drop this episode, we will have released all 4
All 4
episodes.
episodes. Yeah,
So that feels like a big win.
that's a huge win.
It feels like it's a fun circle moment for me because last time this year, I was relaunching my website and kind of getting back into the idea of making my art more of a business,
Mhm.
and this year, we're launching into a new side project along with it, and it just feels I just feel grateful.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, same. We're launching the podcast this week, which is huge. Um, it's something I've wanted to do for so long, and I've actually approached multiple people for it, and it felt like, okay, everyone was like, "Yeah, cool, sounds good. It would be fun." And it wasn't right, and I always feel like everything happens for a reason,
Mhm.
and when I was, like, mentioning it to you, it It clicked, so I was excited. I'm excited that this is occurring. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Same.
I'm excited to hear about what people think or what they don't like or like. It should be fun. And then same with the year anniversary. I think it's a kind of funny that we're both getting ready to celebrate a year anniversary. So yesterday, we did a huge video for the store, which was ridiculous. But social media is the game changer for people with no money to market. And
Mhm.
so me and my team did a big video and we had lots of laughs. And it was a great moment of
Oh.
community within our bookstore just because I can't do any of this without the people who work here. So I'm very grateful for you, the podcast, and just my team as we come up on a year because they've all been here since day one.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and don't you love that? That's something too I was thinking about yesterday, just having this immense sense of gratitude for not only the fact that we get to do this and laugh our eyes off till we're crying,
yeah.
but also just that it connects us
Mhm.
to more people, and the whole reason why I started my art account while ago was to connect with people over something, and whether it's art or books or talking about books or just being silly and finding joy in little things, I think that's so important and so needed, and it brings back the idea of, we are inundated with a lot of things with social media and podcasts, and I get that, but if you find joy and you bring joy to one person because of that, then it's worth it,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, we need to fill our time with something that's joyful and positive and happy, and absolutely, there's rough things in this world, but I've always said you're like the 5 people you spend your time with, so spending my time with gratitude or in gratitude, being grateful for the people, making sure I'm putting myself in the place of with good, influential people is definitely a huge bonus. Alright, let's you ready to go?
Yes, let's get into some questions. So today's we mentioned it's gentle hot takes, which both of us kind of had to think about what that meant, and I
Yeah, I feel like is this a trend I'm not on?
no, because well, maybe it is, and I'm not on it either.
Sorry, we're millennials, we
We're
don't know what's on the up
millennials.
and up today.
There's a thing of I think sometimes people on the internet are getting hot takes just to grab attention, but I also think that the idea of adding gentle in there means that we're just talking about things that we think about and not trying to cause a controversy.
Mhm. Yeah, no controversies here.
We're ju we're not trying to flip the script on
Yeah.
everybody today, but
Maybe we're here to affirm if you feel the same.
yes, let's connect over these
Yeah,
gentle
I'm
hot takes.
excited for this.
Well, so the first part of it is talking about bookish hills you'll die on. And so we're going to go through, I have a list of things. I'm going to ask you
'Kay,
how you feel about these things and chime in on my own, and then we'll
'kay.
go from there.
We're gonna switch up the format today
Yes.
just to get through these hot takes and see how everyone else feels too.
Okay. First hot take bookish hill you'll die on. It's always okay to DNF a book. For those of you who might not know what DNF means, it means do not finish.
Yeah.
It's okay to DNF it. Is it always okay? Always is a strong word.
Always is a strong word. I would say yes, because I feel like everyone's reading journey has to be their own.
Mhm.
And we're so easily influenced that you could be influenced to read a book that takes you months and it causes you to not move forward in your reading.
True.
And if just putting that book down and waiting for the right time is better, that's important. I've always felt like a pull between myself for intellectual readers and casual readers. And so I think a lot of the times you could consider an intellectual reader someone that's gonna finish it no matter what,
Mm.
and then the casual reader is just gonna read it for enjoyment,
Mhm.
and there's nothing wrong with either, but the
Yeah,
casual reader is gonna be more inclined to put something down to continue their reading.
to continue working on it.
Yeah, I don't think I would die on the hill, but I will definitely support everyone's decision to put a book down, even if I'm like, "I think you'll love it." I could be wrong, you know?
That's true. And I think so I've we've established I am a vibes reader and I like to read too many books at once,
Mhm.
but I think the ability to read multiple books at once and pick what you're feeling like keeps me from putting books down as often, and there are some books where I'll get arcs or whatnot that I just continue reading through anyway, and I kinda push through that, but yeah, I agree, I think everybody should have the right to say, "Nope, this isn't for me," and whether you put it down for starting another book and then come back to it or whether you put it down for good. That being said, some books will surprise you,
100%.
and I do think that the one thing that I love about the book club that you have here at Storybooks and Toys is being exposed to books that you don't think you'd love.
Mhm.
So being kind of forced
Yeah.
to read, to be able to communicate with everybody else is actually a really good growth experience. So I don't think either of us would die on that hill, but I do think that we're very empathetic to the idea that people can DNF when they want.
Yeah, well, I will say on the book club motion or notion that there are
Objection.
book clubs that are like, "You have to finish this."
Oh, see, I've never
And
been a part of
I've
those.
s well, they come in, they chat with me about it, and I love I love the ladies and the people who are that way because I think it's so awesome when someone is like, "This is who I am, and
Mhm.
this is what I think about something." I think that's a really beneficial characteristic to society, but also I'm like, "I don't care, you don't have to finish, whatever, I'm not your mom." I tell my kids, "You don't have to finish it, if you don't like it, read it." But I also come from the perspective that the forced reading when I was younger or, of just not a great relationship with reading. So
Sure.
I think I am more of that, "Oh, you don't have to finish," but you like you said, it's good that book club makes people finish because I think a lot of people don't have the opportunity to read outside their box if they're never pushed outside their box.
True.
And I say don't have the opportunity because someone might be like, "I'm fantasy all the way. I'm never reading anything else." But it's kind of interesting to see people come outside of that, whatever it is they're in,
Mhm.
and go, "You know what? I do like that," because it broadens the opportunity of stories to read. There's only so many fantasy, there's only so many historical fiction. So,
True.
anyways, I could probably chat on that for a while.
I
Maybe
know.
I will die on that hill.
Okay, number 2. Audiobooks count as reading, full stop.
100%.
Agreed. I don't feel like I have a lot to say on that subject, but I
No,
agree.
I actually wish more people would talk about this and be okay with this because audiobooks, I feel like, can be a gateway for people to read, for people to enlighten their imagination. We have quite a few people in our book club here at the store that are older, and they will tell me, "Lauren, I don't love this book." And I said, if you try it on audio while you're gardening, while you're doing whatever you're doing, you may enjoy it more because you're not sitting down. So with the
Mm.
physical book, you sit down, it's taking up probably a little bit more of your time and your
Mhm.
attention. Whereas with the audiobook, you can drive, you can this, you can that. And I think it totally counts. I
Yeah.
also don't feel like it's the same. I'm not your mom. I'm not going to sit here and be like, that doesn't count. But
Mhm.
that's just me.
Yeah, which is a hot take. There are some people who
Yes,
feel very strongly the other way.
that's
But to
true.
me, I think it does, like you said, it provides a different avenue for you to get into books and stories. For us, sometimes we listen to have you ever heard of Story Pirates?
No.
Story Pirates podcast. Little shout out. So fun for kids. They take stories that are written in by children and they turn it into music and like kind of a production.
Oh,
It's so fun. We've been listening to it for years, but on road trips, we'll listen to Story Pirate episodes, and they have stories, and it's cool because it provides an opportunity for children to see something that they created come to life.
yeah.
So my kids are really excited. My youngest is or my middle child is writing her own right now. She's already submitted one, but it didn't get picked. And it's just like I said, if you are listening to audiobooks, I also have nieces and nephews and my sisters who will listen to certain audiobooks with their kids, like, they'll listen to Harry Potter on a road trip,
Hmm.
and it not only is something that's good for them personally, but it everybody connects through it, and that's my favorite thing,
Yeah,
right?
for
I did
sure.
have more to say on it, apparently,
I know,
than I
it's
thought.
funny because maybe we are more passionate than we we're always like, "Oh, it's cool, no problem," and then we're like, "Actually, in fact."
I do feel strongly about this being
But I feel like we feel strongly about leisure to like, leisurely opinions.
yeah. We are casually
Yeah,
very strongly opinionated
opinionated.
about this.
Just be kind, people.
Okay,
Okay.
the next one is annotating books is not ruining them. Books are meant to be lived in. We've talked about this, I think the last
Yeah, and I will say Cillian Murphy is the gentleman, I couldn't come up with his name.
oh, on the pilot episode.
Yep.
That's why I was thinking about it.
Mr. Cillian Murphy, if you're inclined to find the video of him talking about it, it's just so poetic, talking
Yeah,
about annotating books, and so that opened my eyes, but I tend to be a more open-minded person, or at least I think, and I think yeah, annotating books is one I've opened my mind to, so yeah,
yeah.
go for it.
And I don't think we spoke about this last time, but have you seen the one where people do the Sister of the Traveling Pants with a book?
Yes! I love that.
I love how passionate that yes was.
Yes!
Yes.
I tell my teenagers to do that. We have a bunch of teenagers that shop here, read books here, and they're so cute because they're always trying to save money. They will bring me, like anyways, I tell them all the time, "Why don't you guys just share the book?
Yeah,
It's whatever, $19, you split it between the 2 of you, but then also you guys could write in it and then" but they're funny. They're like, "No, I want my own." So I can totally appreciate that, but
yeah,
I love the Sisterhood of the Traveling Book idea.
right.
I wish I had I think I have people that I could do that with, but I don't know that that's gonna happen for a while. Are you gonna try it with someone you know?
I don't know, but I think it's so fun. I love the idea that you can so the idea is, which I should explain more, is you have a book, one person reads it, they annotate, they can highlight, they can put little tabs in it, they can write questions in the margins,
So
and then
cute.
they pass it on to somebody else and they read it and you go through you're supposed to go through like at least 5 people so
Okay.
that you could all kind of read back and forth. Some people do it as a journaling type situation too, where it's not necessarily reading through the same book, but they have like a journal that goes
Okay.
through. But the only thing that's hard for me to really grasp what that situation is, does that mean that you're rereading it after the first person's read it? Does that first person just get kinda left out
Left
of
out
the group?
starter,
They
so you
gotta
don't get to see
reread
it
at some
again.
point, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
But
question.
it's
I
so
guess
fun.
it's the group's rules.
Yeah. The group
The
rules.
group
I
rules.
like that. My eye is twitching for some reason, and
That's
it's like a
okay. You're
weird
probably stressed out about having to do a podcast with me.
And good segue into the next one. Mood reading leads to more joy than sticking to a strict I have the word tar, but I don't
Hmm.
think that's what I meant. A
Mhm.
strict schedule? A strict thing?
Strict our schedule.
Strict tar. That's a new one. I feel like we mentioned this with the DNF situation.
Yeah, I think we're both mood readers, so we both probably feel passionately about this. I think mood reading was the only thing that allowed me to move forward with reading or to be able to read more books in my life because I would put so many down,
Mhm.
and I realized it was because I wasn't in the mood. So, I've adapted to this lifestyle that I'm now living, which is the mood reading.
Right, but on the flip side, as we just talked about,
Then you gotta die on the
being
hill.
forced into reading a book sometimes can be
Well, I can be in the mood to competitively finish a book so I can discuss it.
so you have to bring in competition a little bit.
Maybe, I don't know, whatever mood
It
sets
does
the
get you
it
there,
yeah.
though,
Well, have you ever been in a book club and they ask a question and either you don't remember it or
all the time.
you maybe you didn't finish the book? I know sometimes people don't finish the book, which I can appreciate, but I hate being the person that's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about," which is something I'm getting better at
Mm,
being in a bookstore. There's no way I could read all the books that we have, but
yes,
just being able to be the person that doesn't really have an answer for the question,
right.
I usually want to be able to contribute to the conversation because I
Mhm.
talk incessantly, but yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I
don't
see
know where
where
I
you're
was going
going
with
with
that.
that, I don't know.
So, yeah, I guess competitively, I'm in the mood to finish it,
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
I think, like,
I wonder if
what you
anyone
s
else is
what?
competitive like that, where they're like, "I wanna finish it so that I can say I finished it."
Yes, so I feel the same, I wanna say that I finished it, I want it but my struggle is how do I even put this? I don't necessarily want to finish it so that I can contribute, but I wanna know what I have FOMO. That's my
Okay.
I
Yeah,
am
maybe that's it.
I'm missing out if they're talking about something and I haven't actually read it and I don't get to participate. The book that we spoke about that's for upcoming is it March?
In the
In
likely
Likely
event
Event. I still haven't
by
read it yet.
Rebecca Yarros. People are talking about it,
People are talking about it. I don't have a big desire to read it because there's an airplane scene and I have a fear of flying.
which I love. Anyways, keep going, I'm sorry.
It's okay, but the point is that because I want to talk to everybody about it so bad, I'm going to force
Finish it.
myself. I have 0 mood.
Are you through the airplane scene?
I haven't started it.
I feel like you could actually just skip the
I've
airplane
read
scene.
so many books in the meantime, which I think we kind of skipped over. Usually we talk about the books that we're reading.
We can get there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oops.
It's all good.
I wrote them down today too. But yeah, that's one of the things where I am not in the mood to read that book. Even though I love Rebecca Yarros, I've read all of her other ones. I just
So you have a fear of flying, and so you don't wanna
so
read.
I don't wanna read something that potentially will give me because I imagine things, and if I read it and then I'm thinking about it while I'm flying, then it's not gonna be good for me.
It's low key really.
It's the anxiety getting the
I
best of me.
I totally see what you're saying, but I will say as far as plane crash episodes go, it's not that rough.
Yeah.
But I don't have that fear.
Mm.
I mean, maybe, like, a little bit, but I also am, like, a little reckless. I'm like, "Let's go, whatever, wherever." But I don't feel that. I think that there's skippable parts for that,
Right.
actually, in fact, and you could probably get away with it and miss it
Yeah.
and not miss any part of the story.
Yeah.
I feel like the one thing about this book that I love is, it's not described well. I feel like I got way more out of it than what I was told I was gonna get
Oh,
anyways, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Okay, we're gonna move on. This is unpopular reading habits.
Okay.
Quick, we're gonna go through it, yes or no, okay? Reading multiple books at the same time.
Yes.
Skipping ahead when you're stressed about something that's gonna happen.
Yes.
Buying books faster than you read them.
Yes.
Listening to audiobooks at 1.5 speed.
No. I would read actually mine s faster. I want to like 1.7.
You want 2?
I
Oh,
want it.
no.
It's funny, yeah, on the I don't mean to keep talking, but the I like my audiobooks read at a certain pace.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, last one. Reading spoilers.
yes.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, so I was gonna say, I love reading multiple books at a time, we know that. Skipping ahead, I definitely do, although sometimes when I'm trying not to, I'll put my hand on the book. Do you know
Okay.
when you're in one of those scenes where you're like, "Oh, I don't wanna know what happened, but my eyes are going down there, but I'm just gonna."
I've actually never done that.
Really?
No.
Oh, I do. And then I get mad at myself if I look down and then I have to catch up, you know?
Yeah.
Buying books faster than I read them, yes, of course, I have a TBR file. Too long. Audiobooks at 1.5 speed. So I regularly listen at 1.2 speed, and I've tried some books at 1.5. Sometimes my brain cannot move that quickly when it's people that have accents and they're going through, like, fantasy stuff.
Okay.
I
I
can't. I don't know what you're saying, slow down.
I actually like it faster with the accents
Oh,
because
no?
I feel like anytime I've been to another country and spoken with another person, dialect, language, whatever accent,
Right.
they don't speak that slow.
That's true.
Eh,
We don't speak that slow.
Scottish, British,
Mhm.
Irish, I mean, they're talking
They
fast.
are.
Spanish,
Yeah.
super fast.
Yeah. Super.
So when it's 1.2, I feel like it's talking really slow. I'm like, did they like, I also wonder at what there should be like a thing, maybe there already is, but maybe there should be a thing that says this was read at this speed. Going here is a slowdown. Going here is the actual pace.
Right.
Or that would be interesting because
That would
there's no
be.
way that narrators narrate at the same pace.
Right. No, they do not.
All right.
What was the last one? Reading spoilers. Oh, okay. So this is actually a controversial hot take.
Is it?
Yes.
Hmm.
Sometimes with TV shows, and we're going this is book talk, but in TV
Okay.
shows, regularly I want to know who ends up together on like reality shows or who's the winner because it makes it so much more interesting because then you see what the producers have done where they kind of get you to like the person who's going to win, they kind of get you to call somebody else a villain or
Uh-huh.
like or that you see that they're throwing drama in there even though you know they end up together. I just find it more entertaining. So
So
I
you
constantly
go
will
forward and then go back?
I'll just look it up.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
Google.
okay, okay.
I'll Google who won this if I've, if it's been out for a while. But with books, I've done that to myself accidentally before where I've seen it and it kind of ruins the story for me because then I don't have the mystery. So it's
I've seen people
not
in
as
the
much.
store legit read the last 2 pages.
Oh, I can't do that though.
And I know that there's people that do that, but I also feel like I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
I am one for my husband laughs at me, but I'm like, "Do they die?" And he's like, "I don't even." I was like, "I just need to know because right now I'm stressed." That's probably the only one that stresses me out.
Yeah.
And I think, it's probably it's Game of Thrones
Oh,
that
see,
got
I never
me,
got into that.
and Game of Thrones kinda ruined me. I think that was probably I was talking to one of our, employees about this the other day. I said, "Oh, this author is not scared to kill main characters," and he was like, "Yeah," but I didn't learn about the fact that main characters die until later in life. So
Mm.
now I have this weird aching fear, and I think that's when I wanna know. It's
Yeah,
my I need to know.
yeah. I just buckle down and keep reading. Spoiler alert for which was it? One of the did you read the Fourth Wing series? Did you read Rebecca Yarros,
Mhm,
Onyx Storm, all
mhm.
that?
Yes. Spoiler alert for
S
Rebecca Yarros. Are we talking Onyx Storm or
I can't remember which book
Iron
it's in.
Flame?
It might be an Iron Flame. Which one is the one where they island hop?
I think that's Onyx, but I don't actually know.
Oh my gosh, I haven't read it in a minute!
We might not be spoiling
Here's
anything.
some loud, things happening in the background if
The
you can hear. We're
the neighbors,
getting stuff
we
done.
are so the train
And
just went
the
off,
train.
and the neighbors, which is the public library, Oakdale's public library behind us, they're getting after they've got a really beautiful backyard, so they're mowing the grass right now,
Yes.
and the train is tooting its horn.
Yep.
So if you hear any of that,
You're welcome.
yeah, little
A little ambiance.
graphic audio for today.
I don't remember which one.
Okay.
I the one that they're island hopping, something happens with Riddick, who is my favorite character, and I thought he was going to perish. He did not. I was very devastated about thinking that he might. And then also Broccoli the cat. I have she has come out and said, Rebecca Yarros has come out and said that Broccoli the cat will not be killed. Do you remember Broccoli? It
I
was
don't
given to Garrick, I think,
okay.
as a gift when they went on the island. Can't remember. Wow, I've read these books multiple times and I
It's
can't
okay. I
remember.
actually may not be there, so if you don't know this about me, I won't finish Iron Storm
Ooh.
because I got wrecked from Iron Flame,
Mm.
and it was in that moment I realized in my life that this was not stress I needed to induce myself. Induce on myself or what how would that be said?
You just
It's not the stress I need in my life
yeah.
until I read Metal Singer. Great book. Anyways, let's move. Let's keep going.
Alright, well, that's my I do have a few rapid fires. Okay.
Okay.
These are not hot takes anymore, this is just rapid fire
Okay.
book stuff. Series or standalones?
Both.
You can choose that, I suppose. Friends to lovers or enemies to lovers?
Both.
Finish a bad book or DNF?
DNF.
Cover by or read the reviews first?
I prefer cover by.
I like this.
Yeah. I think reviews, especially now, are bollocks.
They can affect your opinion going into a book so much.
Even you and me chatting about books could sway someone's opinion,
True,
and then they could spend their time and money
true.
on that book because Lauren and Sherry said it was such a good book, and then just hate it.
Yeah,
And I see that the most because we have customers that come in, and I think I've mentioned this before, but they'll say, "I need this book," and I'll say, "What do you normally read?" Because that's usually a question I like to ask, and they'll say, let's say it's fantasy. I normally read fantasy. Okay, perfect. What do you normally read? Well, normally I do biblical devotions, and I was like, well, I don't know that these are. I don't know that that's your genre.
your jam.
Your jam for sure. So, and especially because unfortunately, everyone's hustling, and I do personally believe that people are getting paid to sell books that they don't even like.
True.
And I think that that's the unfortunateness of marketing.
Yeah, and that's true. That's a valid point because reviews can be given for a PR box or whatever the situation is. I try to be very careful about how I review books online for that reason because I have felt like there are some books that are out there that are getting massive amounts of hype
Mhm.
and they don't meet up. But then again, too, you can be overhyped and then not like a book as much as well. So it could play in the opposite direction for the people that are hyping it, you know? I think, uh,
That's my thing is we'll call this a hot take. Listen,
gentle hot
yeah, a
take.
gentle hot take. Um, Listening to people's opinions on what you should read. I honestly don't think that.
No one should listen to any of our opinions on any of the books
No.
that we read.
No. I think you should listen to your
Oh,
heart.
but I do think it's important to share what lights you up so that other people can
True.
find it and enjoy it. But you're right, you go into it with, like, that's your choice.
Yeah.
You're making that decision regardless of what you heard from somebody else.
And I would say just being a bookseller has changed this opinion for me,
Sure.
has made me open my eyes to this just because of how much I see it impacting my customers,
Hmm.
people coming in, even youth. Pause. We're gonna look real good. The garden's gonna look so good around here.
The garden is going to be blooming.
Yes.
Bridgerton reference
The
coming Thursday.
Yes, the front will look fantastic. Okay, so you guys can't see it, but it's like
It's so loud. It's a very loud
they probably
zing.
won't even be able to hear it too,
That's
which
funny.
is fantastic. What was I saying? Hot take on opinions.
And reviews.
I often times so young youth easily influenced, easily pushed when
Yes.
it comes to reading. I can't say whether or not reading is cool within the youth groups, but I am constantly giving them questions and then giving them the book, and I'll say, "Don't read this.
Mm.
Don't read this. Read the first paragraph, the first page, and tell
Ooh.
me what you think."
Mhm.
Because if you're younger, or maybe you're not even a huge reader, maybe you are a huge reader, that first page is gonna get you or not.
That's
And
true.
I think it's really important that it does.
Yeah.
So whether the cover's good, which sometimes it's not, and the context is good,
Mhm.
it's important to form your own opinion by sometimes just reading that first page.
Yeah. I think that's a valid point. I, as a cover artist, very much look at the art, and it gives me a lot of insight into if this is something I also like to know. Maybe I don't like to know. I was gonna say I like to know what the tropes might be because some tropes really
Agree.
grind my gears.
Yeah.
But then again, too, maybe I don't wanna know and I wanna be surprised because it could be a spoiler.
Yeah. Or the trope could surprise you.
True.
I feel like sometimes if there is a trope, if there's an identification of a trope, it's easy to be pulled into thinking it's something
Yeah,
that it may not be.
right.
So my
True.
nose itches, but
That's okay.
yeah.
All right, we're moving on.
Okay.
We're going to talk
Keep us
about what
in
books we're reading just because we're gonna
Yeah.
wrap up soon because I think we've been going for a little bit.
Let's
But
see.
let's what books are you currently reading? Or what have you finished since we last met?
Oh, perfect. We're actually doing excellent time. Okay, so currently reading.
Yep. Or do you want me to go first?
No, I'm just trying to remember. Actually, no, it's Saint Therese Lithrow. Well, I said that so wrong. I apologize to the French. This
All
is
the French.
yeah, Bible study ish group with
Okay,
my girls. It's a saint. So started that, working on that,
cool.
still working through. That's the one.
I don't know.
That's the one I keep picking up and putting down.
Oh, yesteryear.
Yesteryear.
Okay,
I will get through that. And then I just started Abby Yemenis' new book.
ooh,
Why can't I remember the name of it?
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry, I should have wrote these down.
That's okay.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll look
figure
up
out
real
what the
quick.
name is, and then we'll add it in the show notes, but
Yeah.
how are we feeling about the books that we're reading? Are we
I'm
enjoying them?
excited. I am also in a point where, right now we're planning for our okay, Abby Yemenis, The Night We Met.
Oh, okay, and that's a
So
new one?
yes, that one comes out this year. I'm very
Mm.
excited for it. I was excited to get the
Oh,
arc for
yes,
this
you had the arc
I was
for this
excited to get the
one.
arc for this one. I really enjoy her books. Um, Light reading. My favorite book of hers is Just for Summer, one of my favorite books. Um, so I'm excited for that. It's light, but because we're getting ready for our 1-year anniversary party, I've been pulled in a few different directions and haven't been able to do as much reading, but I am determined to finish Yesteryear. I'm determined to not stop it. And then I'm excited for I'm just reading light romances right now, and
I
I'm
like
really
that.
enjoying that. And then, yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
I love it. I love that for you.
yeah. What
My
about you?
So I had to go back. I was telling you this earlier. I had to go back and look at the dates of what I've read since the last time because we last met February 10th and I've read a few. I finished the Earl's Trip book, which we talked about,
Yeah,
which is on
yeah.
audio. Love it. I know you don't want me to recommend it, but I'm recommending it.
I think you should recommend it.
It's so fun. The
Yeah,
only thing that's involved in it as a trigger warning for anybody is there is a character that has Alzheimer's. So if that's something that's bothering to you, I wouldn't
okay.
necessarily pick it. But the rest of it is just fun, really great. I don't know. I just think the idea of it being Ted Lasso ish
Yeah.
is so fun for a book. I also finished One Dark Window, but I think I did that before last time. And
You
then
haven't read that yet?
no,
That's so
I got
cool.
it over Christmas.
Okay.
And I wanted to start, the second book, Two Twisted Crowns, which I started a page of, but then I got an arc, and so I finished that, which I think maybe after we met last time. I finished The Ruins Beneath Us, which was the Rapunzel one, which I think is really fun and, led into I think that one comes out March 3rd. Um, the book that I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Okay.
A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Span comes out or it came out February 3rd.
Yes.
You
We sold
had
out,
you're sold out, okay. Oh,
and we brought quite a few in.
it's
So
so good.
we're so small. We don't bring in a ton of books.
Right.
It's like economically not feasible. It gives us an opportunity to bring more. I can't even remember why, but because of my high schoolers, we tend to sometimes bring in certain books because
Mhm.
they help me gauge stuff. And yeah, we brought in quite a few of those, and those sold out pretty
It's
fast.
so good. It also I think the rights just got picked up by Amazon, so it might be
Oh,
turned into a
nice.
movie, which is cool. Um, it's I haven't read a book like it. Apparently, a lot of people on the reviews say it's close to a book called Carnival, which I haven't read,
Okay,
but it's
yeah,
now on my
yeah.
good
The kids love that one.
Yeah.
I can't remember the author for Carnival,
I don't remember
but
because I haven't read it.
yeah.
So
To give me more of, like, what it's about, or give us more what it's
yes.
about, because this is cool. This is YA.
Mhm. It is YA, but it is for adult YA, so it's 16, 18 plus.
It's
It's not
mature.
there is death in it, there is blood, there is, like, a darker side to the character moments,
Uh-huh.
not spicy at all, there's a kiss maybe, but that's not on the reason why I
Mhm.
would say it's good. It's written when you say it's YA adults, I loved it.
Mhm.
Obsessed with it, the writing style is really great. The coolest part about the book is that it is written almost like a play. So it has acts and it has an intermission
Oh.
and it has people's names as they're speaking lines without giving any
'Cause it's
spoilers.
a stage.
Exactly. So there's a stage of players. The players are kind of like gods, they're immortal. There's a world that's split in two by the cut where the northerners think that the players are kind of evil and don't listen to them and they get marked so that they're not influenced by the players. The people south of the cut are the revelers and they are obsessed with the players going anywhere that they pop up. So the playhouse is magical and it pops up in different places.
Is
And
it almost like that Hunger Games aspect where people are obsessed, like
kind of.
the what is it, the city people in Hunger Games?
Right.
They're
Yeah, and, I haven't read that in a long time, but it gives me that vibe because there is a competition. The main character, she goes to the playhouse to become a part of this casting call
Uh-huh.
to become a player.
Okay.
So the humans get an opportunity to kill a player to become a player. Immortality situation.
Oh.
There's magic involved with the players in the sense that they take different things as an actor, which if you were in I was in musicals growing up, and if you are in a musical, there's different things that you learn, about, like, faking death or faking so they have something called the first death where you have to it's a magical situation, they'll explain it to you. But anyway, it's cool because they bring in all of these things that you think about as an actor but make it magical.
Mhm.
The stagehands are like shadows because stagehands are usually dressed in black. There's, different aspects of the costuming and the characters. It's just such a fun read as a theater person, but also even if you weren't part of theater, I think it's just really fun. And it's one of those books where once you read through it and things happen and things are explained, you want to read it a second time,
Mhm.
which is my favorite type of book.
Yeah, which I've never
And it's a standalone.
I love that.
And it I read it in, I think,
You read it
24
very
hours.
quickly. Yeah,
It's a big book, but,
which is
oh, it
okay.
hooked me. It
I
hooked me.
love that though because
It was fantastic.
I think that's so good for kids too. I consider that a good story,
Mhm.
and I feel like right now, tons of romance, tons of smut, even in teen books,
Mm.
tons of really hardcore issues,
Mm.
and we've lost just telling a good story.
Right,
I don't know that it's, like, lost in a bad way, but it's not as frequent.
right.
It's not just books for stories. That was last year for me, The Last Dragon on Mars, one of my favorite books because it was just a story,
I haven't even heard of
and it
this
was
book.
such a good story. It was YA, maybe that's just,
Yeah,
the sweet spot for
yeah.
good story for good stories, but it was nice because same thing.
Well, you say that now. So the other book that I'm currently reading right now so I finished that one.
Okay.
The one I'm reading right now is called The Astral Library by
Mhm.
Kate Quinn, and that just came out, and I'm pretty sure you had. Do you still have?
Sold out.
Okay, sold out. I had pre-ordered it,
We're
and
getting more for sure.
it's so good. I'm 75% of the way done with it,
Mhm.
I think, but it's such a fun concept. Kate Quinn, who wrote The Briar Club, this is her first foray into fantasy, although I think The Briar Club has a sentient building in it. I
Okay.
haven't read it, but that's what I think. Um, she did a reel about how all of her books are kind of connected and that they have found family and female friendships, and I just love Kate Quinn as an author, but The Astral Library is so fun. Have you read it or have you okay. Most amazing aspect of it is that if you are a reader or you have been interested in books, even if you're not interested in the specific books that they mention, they go and hop into books in the Astral Library. So you get to see different worlds. Like,
Okay.
you're not a character in the book, but you get to become part of the book. So, like Sherlock Holmes.
Mhm.
I can't even tell you if I've ever read a Sherlock Holmes book, but I know who Sherlock Holmes is.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be cool to hop into his world
Oh, yeah.
and get to potentially meet him?
Yeah.
And so I wanna be vague because I
You
don't
don't
wanna
really
give it away,
yeah.
but it's such a cool concept, and it's the same thing as a stage set for villains where someone just had this amazing idea of thinking, "If I was a book person," which I am, "what would I love to do? I would love to be able to visit the books that I've
Mhm.
read." Like, what a wonderful concept, but there is stuff going on within the book and adventure and a little romance that I think make
I
it
like it.
great.
I've recently seen some stuff about I wanna be in the book.
Yeah.
So I love that the book people are talking about people getting into the books.
We're getting into them.
These authors are so good.
I mean,
That's
they kinda
awesome.
know what they're
Okay, so you're
doing.
almost done with that already?
That one I'm almost done with, and then I think I'm going to and I'm also reading A
Oh,
Night Prince
okay.
still. I had another one that I'm gonna start. Oh, I just got approved for an arc that I'm
Okay.
gonna start. That's a cozy fantasy Princess Bride type book.
Ooh, fun. I love that. Comedy?
I think so. Well,
Okay.
Princess Bride is very comedic,
Okay.
but it's a fantasy. And then I need to read In the Likely Event.
Yeah, you probably need to get on that. But also you have until closer.
The problem was the last time I read a book too, I read it way too far in advance, and I couldn't remember it when we actually talked about it, so I'm trying to.
It's hard. You're also, like, in a heavy digestion phase where you're digesting a ton of books right
Mhm.
now, which is fantastic, but I know when I'm in those phases, it's really hard for me to gather what I'm reading,
Yes.
and I love people that are organized enough to journal and write it
Mhm.
all down, and I've definitely done that a few times, but I'm not consistent, so
Yeah,
it's in and out and on to the next thing for me sometimes,
it's
so,
true.
yeah. So, what are you excited for this week as we maybe figure figure wrapping this up?
This.
This this
I'm
is
so
happening,
excited to
yeah.
share with everyone and to just see where it goes. Like you said, we have so many plans of people that we wanna interview, of just what could.
Come of this podcast.
Yeah, and it's at such an, incubator stage right now where we're a little what do we talk about? Swirly?
We're super
We're a little squirrel.
swirly, and figuring it out, but also just doing it because
Right.
why not?
Right. Because you won't figure it out. There's have you heard that, saying, "Ready, fire, aim"? Have you heard of.
No, but I love it.
Oh, it's a very big business thing. Maybe it's just in the creative business. So
Oh,
there.
that's pretty funny. I'm a business major. I've never heard that, but I love business quotes like that. So,
Yes,
yeah.
because it's so great because you're like, "Okay, I'm ready to do it." You don't really know what you're doing. You go,
Yeah.
and then you kind of figure out what it is. And
Yeah.
I think even just from the pilot to this episode.
Well, and I think we really like I've said to you a number of times, our pilot episode is so funny because it's really just us like conversating and squirreling and here and there, and then we're trying to get a little bit more organized. We're trying to make sure that this is a valuable
Bear with me.
piece for you guys and able to oh, that's your phone.
Sorry.
Able to have
Yes.
something to listen to that's not, terribly not worth your time.
Right.
So I think it's fun that, we're developing, we're getting there, and we're just having fun having conversation because
Yeah.
I love talking to you about books. I love talking to people about books, but I also love, I'm excited to dive more in to what each of us do. I'm so excited that nobody knows and I know something, and I can't wait for the world to know, but there's just so much excitement coming this year.
Mhm.
I think it'll be a really fun year for books and for us, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 2 people listen. Thank you to the 2, but
Well,
maybe
that's what I was gonna
not.
say, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think a huge part of this is that it will evolve as people listen.
Mhm.
As people give us feedback of what they enjoy, as maybe you ask questions. We don't have anything set up
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. I will precursor, though, that I want everyone to know this is just fun for us.
Yes,
And so if
that's
you're
true.
like, "Hey, you should do this and this and this," please just remember that we're here to have fun, and we're not trying to do any more than just have fun.
Yeah.
We both run businesses, we both get a lot of opinions on a constant basis, and we know we're talking about our opinion, everyone has their opinion and stuff like that, but just be gentle with our fun souls.
Yes. Share what you like. Um,
We love questions. I think it would be fun if we could do a
and
Q&A one day if
ask
somebody's
us
interested
anything.
in
That would
yeah,
be fun.
yeah, because maybe we're asking each other questions and people are like, have questions, like,
Yeah,
m more or less.
true.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I love it. I, is there anything that we wanna share what's coming up?
yeah, so if you're listening to this today, we just released, all 4 of our episodes, and there may be more ahead because maybe you're catching up or maybe you go back and listen to the other 4, and
Mhm.
this is an exciting time. We waited to give some extra content because we like to binge, so we gave you bingeable.
It's true.
So we hope you enjoy, and I hope you're excited, and share if you want to share. Maybe there's someone out there that needs, a Sheri and Lauren conversation in their lives.
Yes,
Maybe
and
not.
definitely don't hesitate to at least for me, I can't speak for Lauren, but don't hesitate to reach out. I do think it's just gonna be so fun to be able to kind of have more of a community based on what we're talking about as
Yeah,
well.
just a lowly artist and a lowly bookseller from Oakdale, California. Population 20,000?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't
We
know.
live in a weird part of California everyone says California is like big city, big town, and we're just such a small town.
We are in a very
We're
small
small
town.
town California. It's not even that small. It's still big in consideration, but we're just
Yeah.
from our little neck of the world. We're grateful that everyone's come to enjoy some time with us. So thank you all for being here.
Yes, thanks so much for spending time with us.
And we'll be on right now every other Thursday.
Yeah. We'll
New
be back
episode.
soon with a new episode every other Thursday with more stories, more books, and potentially some guests.
Yes.
Um, and yeah,
So
things we're loving
yeah.
lately.
So
Okay.
we'll see you guys soon.
Until next time,
Bye.
happy reading. Bye.